Here it is, second Sunday in November. We've had cold nights and warm days, and it finally started raining last night. I've been using the warm days to get the rest of the outdoors here in order, dismantled the hammock on the back porch, and mulching and moving plants around still. I've got frost cloth ready for those really cold nights and just trying to get the last minute stuff in order. I'm not working as much. My elimination, oh, here's the cat. He hears me from like 60 miles away. Anyway, hi. 60 miles away. I'm sure he was like up at the Oregon border and he heard my voice and he came. He's got food. He's good to go. Anyway, I was working, all of my jobs have kind of had pre-established time ending frameworks. So I had 3 clients and I had 2 clients, and one of my clients finished up at the end of October, and now I just have 1 client through the early part of December, once or twice a week. My whole role this week, this summer, was to substitute and help other caregivers who were sick or couldn't come in or needed to do other things. So it kind of reached a peak and now it's winding down. It was truly a wonderful experience. I don't really want to work anymore, but I always end up working again because I love my client so much. I had a former client, I worked with him for a while, came back to him for a while, and then I had 2 new clients, and the clients are just always so fun and nice and interesting, and it's been like a great experience, really it has. I'm also back to doing a lot of deliveries for the food bank, which has been just, I'm just so glad I'm doing that. Right now especially, it's a world full of pain and disaster, and I can't fix any of it. However, I can take care of my community. I can take care of the people that are closest to me, that are in the same town or nearby, and so I feel like by healing your little corner of the world, maybe by association you can help heal other parts of the world. I don't know, but doing the food bank's very, very rewarding. The clients that I bring food to are so grateful. They all got food stamps cut during the after the COVID era. Food stamps were raised and they were lowered, and some of these people really are on the edge. All my clients are seniors. They are not able to work anymore, either through disability or age. And these are people who've worked their whole lives and still are not making ends meet, or who have had some terrible disease or something happened to them. So it's really, it's both sad to see, but I'm also happy that we have the resources here in the state to give people a hand. I find I'm much more productive in the winter than in the summer. As soon as the weather got cooler, sewing machine came out. I had a stack of pants this high, maybe this high. Friend of mine, every 2 years or so, he brings me a stack of pants this high. He blows out all the knees, blows out all the hems. I just sit there for a day, do it all, and then he takes me out to dinner, so everybody is happy. I just finished all of the pants, and they're in the car, so I'm looking forward to a nice dinner in the next few weeks. I'm also sewing other things, cookie bags and those little rice bags to keep you warm in bed, and just other things. I've been moving things around at my house to make it work better for me, and move the pantry out of that room it was in, put it in a closet. I have a room, the small room that I used to sleep in the winter is now kind of, I don't want to say the junk room, but everything I didn't have a place for is in that room right now. So I'm slowly going through and moving things out and taking things away and sending things to other homes, etc., etc. So that's been satisfying, and with the cooler weather, it's a great deal easier to do that. Doing the same with my food stores. I did a lot of prepping over the summer. If you've seen any of my prepping videos, Costco, Amazon, etc. I'm so glad I did that. Every day, every time I go into a store, prices are going up, and I feel set. Also, with all the colds and flus that are going around. I'm really happy I don't have to go into any big stores for a while at this point. I'm setting up baking mixes ahead of time for the Christmas season and for Thanksgiving. I do all the dry ingredients in a bag or in a jar with the instructions, and then when I want to make cookies or bread or something, it's already there. I was just gifted an enormous pumpkin yesterday from the handyman who works here occasionally, and he said there are like 6 or 7 more. So I put that on my community page and asked what I should do, how I should like cut it up, and there were so many awesome comments on there and suggestions. So if you find yourself with a big pumpkin like this after Halloween or whatever, go to the comment section of the pumpkin post. I am probably going to work on that after it stops raining. I have a big sink out here that the handyman made for me. And I have a huge cutting board, so I'm probably gonna, when it's not raining, I'm gonna go out there with the knife, with the cutting board, with the pumpkin, and just start hacking away at it. I'm looking forward to making pumpkin puree, and from that, making pumpkin bread. I told the handyman that I'd be making pumpkin bread and that I'd be bringing it over as soon as I work this all out with the pumpkin. And this is what I do, is if somebody brings me something like produce or ingredients, the first person who gets the fruits of that is the person who gave it to me. So if you bring me peaches, you're going to get peach pie first. If you bring me zucchini, you're going to get zucchini bread first. And if you bring me pumpkin, you're going to get pumpkin bread first. It's a good system. I don't know if you heard that thump, or you're hearing some rhythmic thumps out here, but I have a big oak tree here, and every couple of years it drops all its acorns, and when they hit, it sounds like a hammer's hitting the house. I've been parking my car back away from the oak tree a little bit to avoid this, and when they did the tree trimming a few weeks ago, they actually trimmed in such a way, because they came to see the car and see the whole, they trimmed in such a way that I don't have any direct branches above where I parked the car, which is great, but those things just come down with a boom. We are definitely expecting another hard winter. I don't know if it's going to be as hard as last year. Last year was a unbelievable winter, unbelievable. But I think we are going to get a lot of rain, which is okay. We can use the rain, and I did a lot of work around the property, work on the trees, all that sort of stuff. So when we do get a lot of rain and storms, I feel a lot better about life up here than I did last year with some of those dead trees around. I wasn't sure how stable they were. So life is good. All is well. It's raining outside. There's still some dripping. I smell fireplaces and wood stoves. There's a mist over the mountains. Everything just looks beautiful. I've been having some trouble here with the internet. I have a terrible satellite internet service, which I'm going to trade out for Starlink probably in the next, after the Christmas package rush, because I have to mail it. Because there's sometimes weeks go by where I cannot use the TV, where I cannot use my internet, or everything is so slow, but I can't watch YouTube. Uploading videos becomes a huge drama. I have to go someplace else to do it. It becomes a really big struggle. On top of it, my satellite-based landline also went out, so I'm not sure if that's part of the service. I don't think it is, because the other part, my internet service, works not well, but it's working. So I think it's the phone base that has gone out. So when I'm in town on Tuesday, after work on Tuesday in town, I'm going to stop by Walmart and get another phone base and see if that'll settle it. I have okay reception with my cell phone, better than when I first moved here, but it's much clearer and easier and doesn't break up as often on the landline, so I'm eager to get that back in gear. Staying warm and cozy outside of those big drops in weather at night. It's fine. I have insulated curtains. I have a warm bed. I have some space heaters around, radiator. I'm going to get one more radiator for the living room instead of using the, I have an infrared, but just to keep a certain baseline of heat all night because the infrared I have to turn off, and I have a radiator in the kitchen, and sometimes it gets really cold. It hasn't started yet, but it will. We are being assailed right now by PG&E, our power company. On top of the ridiculous rates they're already charging us, they are raising the rates again. It's unbelievable. I know people who cannot heat their homes because they cannot afford PG&E anymore, and they even have 20% off, and they've got all this stuff for people who are older. Even then, it is too much. I feel I have the whole heating the home thing efficiently down, so I'm not overly concerned. I'm trying to balance my days. We also have peak hours between, I think, 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. where they charge more for all sorts of, like for any extra usage. So I try to bake and cook in the morning or before 4 p.m. If I cook after 4 p.m., I just stay in the kitchen because it's warm in there. So that's the news from this porch in the rainy forest, top of the rainy mountain. There's many places to be, but this is where I like to be most of all. Thank you so much for watching.